Pray for the country of America. Pray very well for the country of America. If not for anything, so far they have done to make sure they try their best in talking about democracy or fighting for human rights. But pray for America, because in the realm of the spirit, I am seeing the America as a country completely weakened. Completely weakened, because the enemy of America is going to rise in such a way that America will be too impossible to handle them. America will find it very difficult to control them. And I see diplomatic calls. I see America going from one country or the other to go and mediate. And before they are trying to mediate, before they even get to there to mediate, the people are financially bought over. America should also look into what is called financing the third world, because they are not financing the third world as already bring what is called a sellout. The third worlds are going to sell out. They are going to sell out, and the sellout I'm seeing is sell out to China. Before you know it, China is going to have a lot of presence all over the world, to the extent that America will find it very difficult to control China. These are the revelations and things in the realm of the spirit. So we need to pray the will of God to prevail. We, the major prophet of God, when we are talking about what is written in the realm of the spirit, is for everybody to pray. And what is the target of all this thing? The target of all this thing is because of the power that is going to rise in the east. And the power that's going to rise in the east will rise and want to control the world. Whether the devil like it or not, whether anybody like it or not, the power that want to rise in the east is strong and want to rise. It's into opinion. The only thing that is still holding it, because the real power from the east has no reason. The real power from the east has no reason. So that is why the artificial power from the east is trying to do everything possible to see how they can be able to topple everywhere and make things tough. But in the realm of the spirit, we need to pray, because there's a bitter truth in my mouth that when I speak it out, it will be bitter in the ear. But it's a bitter truth. If the country called America will not have people to pray for them, to stand in the gap with them, I see America weakened. And I see America losing the word power. So pray for America, pray for them, and pray that they should pray. I am a major prophet of God. When I speak, what the Lord put in my mouth, nobody can stop it. Because I'm seeing an alliance in the realm of the spirit to stop America from world power. And to come to a point that other countries will decide not to use American currency anymore. The US dollar will be rejected in some countries of the world. When I look at some countries of the world, they say, we don't want to use the US dollar. The US dollar, we don't want it again. And they strike it off. And they enter and twist into another currency. And America will rise to see how they can suppress that issue and fight against it, but no way. There's what's called alliance in the realm of the spirit to stop them. And so America needs to pray. Pray for the real power. The real power from the east is already not yet risen. They are the people that when they rise, there will be the second world power that takes over all the powers. And so we need to pray the hand of the Lord to prevail. When the hand of the Lord prevails, we can rejoice and be glad, because there is a God in heaven that is more powerful than anybody or anyone we can take about. And so this is why God asked me today, tell my people about spiritual frequency. If you're a child of God, you need to connect yourself with prayer so that you move in the realm of the spirit. The Bible says, those that are led by the spirit are the sons of God. As men that are led by the spirit are the sons of God. Do not be led carnally. Do not be led fleshly. Allow your spiritual database to open. This is why I have mandated all my followers, all my sons and my daughters all over the world. I said, connect yourself with our spiritual database opening. Opening the spiritual database. I have mandated everybody to join. And if you know you have not joined, we have only but few days to go. From now to Sunday, it is over. Then we can continue other prayers. But this frequency, spiritual frequency database, I have instructed everybody. If you have not joined, it is not too much. the number you are seeing on this screen, 080-3422-5866 plus 234-80-3422-5866. That is the number. Plus 234-80-3422-5866. That is 66 and the number. Write us your name, your prayer request, what you want from the Lord this year, and your expectation for the database opening. Put it on this number. And after you have sent it out, raise a seed that you are going to use as your point of contact and put it in the church account. Whether you are in America, we have the US dollar account. Send Wave, World Remit, whichever one. You have the US dollar access account. You can use it and send your own seed for this very spiritual exercise. You can do that any moment from now. After you have sent us your name and your prayer request, use the account you are seeing to put your seed of connection, and that's very prayer. And also, if you are in Nigeria, you are in Africa, or you want to use Naira, we have many accounts here that are the same name. This account is the account Access Bank Naira account is this one you're seeing. After you see the Access Naira account and thereabout, you can see other ones the same name. Now, when you are done with this, you have connected yourself to the opening spiritual database, and then your prayer is, oh God, take me on the higher frequency over my enemies. That document you are looking for, you need spiritual frequency to catch up with it. That very thing you are praying for, asking of the Lord, you need spiritual frequency to catch up with it. My son that came today was so surprised that I was telling him the matter is closed. The case is over. Matter settled. And he thought it was a joke. He said, let it call me. I said, call them. He called them. They said, hey. After that, he called me. He said, look at what I said. I said, don't to worry yourself. That case I've closed. And then in a couple of minutes, and listen, they called him back. They said, we are sorry, the case is closed. Matter settled. You see, this is what God can do. God is not a man. Believe God in this very season. We will take over the world in prayers. The same prayer we are praying that is upholding everything. You have to uphold your life, your future, your family, your job, your tomorrow, everything about you, uphold them in prayer. That is why we started the 21 days fasting and prayer. We have fasted for 2 weeks. The last week is what we are in now. By Sunday, we will round it up and we will end it with first fruit service. Now, this program is going to be one of the greatest one that nobody has ever experienced before. We will see the power of God moving like never before. People will see the hand of the Lord in another dimension. And at the end of it all, people will come to the house of God and say, what a God we serve. This is why a songwriter made it clear. I said, serving a living God. I am serving a living God. Amen. Serving a living God. I am serving a living God. Amen. Serving a living God. I am serving a living God. Amen. Serving a living God. I am serving a living God. Amen. I said I am serving a living God. Amen. No, I'm serving Jehovah. Amen. Serving a living God. I am serving a living God. Amen. I am serving a living God. Amen. Serving a living God. I am serving a living God. Amen. I am taking authority. I am taking authority. Amen. Taking authority. I am taking authority. Amen. Taking authority. I am taking authority. Oh, no, man.
I'm